Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 64 of Daisy Knits. I'm Daisy and we're hanging out here in the basement in the lighting. So, we'll start this party, shall we? Just a quick little episode today. As far as FOs, they're master knitters, so I'll show you in a minute. But I am working on 3 different projects, and they're the same 3 projects you guys saw last week. Sorry, but it's the same thing. So, first off is my giant granny square crocheted blanket. And this thing, if you notice, it's not attached to the magic cake anymore. The magic cake is gone. I used all of it up. So right now this thing weighs 176 grams. And it's a pretty good size. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my stash and I'm going to get a couple of my bigger scrap balls and I'm going to do a few rounds and then I think I might be done with it. We'll see. I haven't fully decided how big I'm going to make it. I mean right now it's really is a good size. It covers my lap. Covers my lap pretty well. I mean it's not like huge, but it's a good size. So I think if I do a few more rounds, it'll fit on the back of like my couch upstairs really nicely. Or my children will finch it and run off. That happens a lot too. So I might just do a few more rounds and this one will be done. But it's been fun just to have that brainless Zoom project, and that's what this is for me. So the other project that I had showed you last week is my test knit for Josh. Shade Shift is what he's calling this pattern. I keep trying to change this name in my brain multiple times, so I really have to stop and think about it every time. But it's the big color knit. Look at that. And there is a variety of different bases in this. These are all our yarns. So we have my Vine base, which is a BFL nylon blend in Let's Go Party. We have the Dewy Sock up here, which has the Stellina in a charcoal. I have Fruge Jam, and that's the hybrid, which it's a 50-50 merino tencel blend. And then I have the Hardy base, which is a merino nylon blend. And then I have what we call our shoot base and Touch of Pink. Oh, thinking of Mel. Sorry. Touch of Pink in the shoot base, which is a merino bamboo nylon blend. So, Josh sent us test knitters the first half of the pattern, but the second half of the pattern he hasn't sent yet. So I am going to set this aside until I get that because I am done. I've knit everything he sent so far. And I have no idea where the second half of the shawl is going. It's Josh, so you never know. I mean, it'll be beautiful no matter what, but you never know what he's going to do. So that is writing all around together. I'm kind of hoping that maybe we'll get it by next weekend so I can take it with me to the pipeline retreat. But if I don't, no big deal. That is being worked up on a US 4, and I am using my Royale needles because I do love these things. So that's there. So that's my second project because I feel like a little bit of a project harlot right now. A lot going on, but one of those is gonna wait. The other one is crocheted that I can stop whenever. My third project is a pair of vanilla socks. So last week I was in the leg. I don't really know. I wasn't very far into it, but I was in the leg. So far I finished the leg, turned the heel, and I'm heading down the foot. And this is the first sock. And this is our Dewy sock base. You can see little bits of the Stellina hanging out probably. Little bits over here in my thumb, or my pinky. And our Screaming Green colorway. So that's what this one is. Nothing fancy, like I said, just a plain vanilla sock I can pick up and put down whenever. I did a German short row heel because I like that and I don't have to think about it, to be honest. I did the whole heel at knit night the other night just because that's where I was. I kind of, for the first sock, you just knit until I'm like, that's good enough. And then I do my heel and go on. And the second sock I'll have to like count and figure out how far down I am. But that is a fabulous, just brain candy zoom along project. So I really am thrilled with that. That is my fun projects. I sat down and did quite a bit of master knitter work this week. I am focusing on the cable section right now, and I interviewed, I think, 6 or 8 different cables. I'm calling it interviewing because I swatched them up and then I frogged because I didn't like the gauge, or a couple of them wouldn't meet the space requirements that I needed, or I can't read and they needed to be complicated, not too simple. I'm hoping the cables I've selected are not considered simple cables, but we'll find out. So my first swatch was just to do 2 cables, and it had to be within a certain measurement, and this swatch is that. I have a bit of mixed feelings about this swatch. I think it's okay. I have a few consistently bigger bigger stitches. I'm going to try to clean up a little bit, but we'll find out. I'm really thrilled with this cable swatch. I like the gauge, the fabric feel of it. So there's that one. My other one is a little bitty cable. See that guy? This is a swatch that I'm going to use to measure to get gauge for the big swatch that has to be done. So because we talked about cable flaring, in swatch 13, you do a swatch of seed stitch, and then you do a swatch with the cable, and you measure the gauges and you compare, and then you have to counter that flaring. So that's what this one is. This one was also a bit new for me because I have never done a cable that you had to use 2 cable needles at the same time. This cable right here, you put a couple of stitches on the cable in front, and then you put a couple of stitches on the cable in back, and then you knit, and then you knit, and then you knit. I've never done that before. So that was a new thing. I don't do a lot of cables in general, but I did have fun doing this one. Let's see. There we go. This one was a fun one just to play around with. So that's my master knitter work for the week. I actually have sat down and done that. I was proud of myself because after my beautiful pretty of not even the right cables, I managed to pull those out. So that's what I have going on. As I said earlier, Knitting Pipeline is next weekend. I will leave here next Thursday to go visit with some friends and then go to the retreat itself. I am super excited. I get to spend time with my friends and my people. The shop is going with me. I will fair warn you if you're there. Come check the shop out. However, I won't have everything there. I'll only have a selection with me. So if there's something in particular you want, message me because I just don't have room to bring it all. I have 1 table. I would need like 5 tables for all the yarn and stuff we have up there. So I need to fit 1 table. So that's what we have up there. If you're in the area, there is a marketplace on Saturday afternoon, and it's a very big, healthy market. Stop on by. If you're not in the area, consider a pipeline retreat next year. I might like retreats, so you can come join me somewhere. Other than that, I don't really know much else going on. I hope that y'all have a great week, and I will chat at you next week. See ya.